Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. We are brought to you today by our dear friends over at IndieCD.org. Yes, IndieCD.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and brightest creators that you can hire to help you make your project a reality. And your home away from home, your safe bastion in a world of deplatforming, where you don't have to worry about for a simple low fee. Now, time is fast running out for the introductory $10 one-time fee. It will be doubling soon. Please, if you're looking to be to have your products out there, if you're making the jump and you needed online presence, consider IndieCD.org. And please, 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 if you're looking to shop small in this world of AI and big business just making it harder and harder for the little guys to keep creating, please consider supporting their stuff. If you want to support us right here at Nevermind the Furthermore, you can do so easily by either making a cheerful donation straight to me at paypal.me/Nicholas Tockert, or sailing on over to my Amazon page, amazon.com/Nicholas Tockert, which is in the scroll going across beneath us, where you can purchase things such as my internationally selling The Simple Sword, your one-stop shop. And I love one-stop shops. Obviously, I use it in my ads a lot, but this is the best way to go from so you've never picked up a sword to being able to handle a weapon with style and panache. Please consider getting that. And if you have further interest in the study, we have two more books: The Fighting Axe and The Simple Spear. Both will guide you to a better understanding of both of these historical arms, which in these uncertain times, having a base understanding of melee combat can be very useful. If you're looking for something a little less real and a lot more fun, perhaps the Big Stompy Robots core rulebook is for you. This is the root, basically, of a whole universe of fun with a new edition in the works, hopefully coming out fall or winter this year. There's some delays as I'm catching up with my other projects. But the tabletop wargaming in a fashion where you can use your own minis or proxies. I make paper ones you can just print off. I've had them since 2007, guys. Because that's the root of how I got into gaming. I believe gaming should be rules light, explosion heavy, and just something you can pick up and play. So consider Big Stompy Robots. Now, all my stuff, as I said, is through Amazon, and normally I would do a bit more spiel, but today is far from a normal day, so I will do as much as I can during this broadcast, and if I feel I need to cut it short for personal reasons, I may. This is a very difficult time of year for me, and I will get into that as much as I feel comfortable a little later. However, I do want to start with a bit of news, and that's basically I'm going to show you something that if you follow anything with me, I shared around. But if by chance you missed it, Amazon will be raising their print prices, and that will require prices to go up for many people. Some people, they have enough of a profit margin to absorb it. I am not one of those people. So I will hold off basically as long as I can to ensure that that I am able to provide an opportunity for you guys to pick up my existing wares, and I will after tomorrow, because tomorrow's my first practice in quite some time. I will be devoting as much time as possible to get projects out so that there's a chance for people to get them at a lower price. Now, I shared this around and I got some commentary on it, and I feel it needs to be addressed. Therefore, I will be going straight into that. I write books, yes, and I do write game books, but the core of my sales are around the Simple Sword series. And while the market has changed quite a bit, prices have come down substantially. In 2016, when I published this, there was no low-cost entry-level book for learning to sword fight. They just not in Western traditions. You could learn Eastern traditions, Asiatic traditions, Chinese, Japanese systems. There were many volumes. They were very, very easy to find. That's why a great many of us started at one aspect or another studying Eastern systems. I had dabbled in Iaido from a book that I read, and it did instill a lifelong love of the Joe staff as a concept, as well as an admiration for the simplicity and elegance of the drawing of a blade. It's something that has hung with me, and I find it neglected at almost every stop. However, at that time, books were always, the lowest I could find was $70, $50. And a lot of it had nothing to do with costs. It was how much profit the author was willing to make. Now, you will notice that in my books, both my entertainment books and my game books, and certainly my fencing manuals, I have kept them as low as I basically can, making oftentimes $1 profit on online sales. I make a little bit more from the author, if I buy the author copy and I sell it myself. And anybody who's dealt with Amazon understands that. Now, I was well meaningly address that. If this affects your pricing is too low. And if my primary goal was simply to just make money, you would be right. However, my primary goal is, and usually is, to be the kind of person that I wish I had known. To be the kind of person that wasn't there when I needed such a person at different points in my life. And to counteract the actions and attitudes of people who use certain types of knowledge and certain type, be it either the intricacies of a martial art or the intricacies of games, to gatekeep it from others for a myriad of choices, usually boiling down to the support of their own ego. And having been the poor guy who couldn't, I've not forgotten that, and I've dedicated myself, admittedly foolishly, I understand from a certain perspective foolishly, to providing my my wares at as low a rate as I dare, where I can still make some semblance of a profit. And the semblance of a profit is more to allow myself to justify financially the huge amounts of work that go into these things, and in hopes of providing a legacy for my son in the past, after I pass. So I have to balance the service of the community with the service of my child. Every action I take on that front is incredibly thought out. So yes, my prices are market-wise too low. And some point in June, so within a month, I will be forced to raise my rates. And that does trouble me, because in this time of economic and political uncertainty, I don't ever want to be just a little too expensive for the person who couldn't get it otherwise. It's why I donate to libraries. It's why I've been known to even give my books away at points. So that is why I'm doing it. And that's why I'm warning everyone. If you wish to buy something from Amazon that is printed through KDP, please consider doing so as quickly as possible to ensure that you aren't caught up. And the rate hike may be relatively minor, only a few cents to a buck in some cases. I'm not sure. I have to look at how much it's going to affect my work relatively, because basically they have a fix it button where, as it says, you can hit it and it will automatically adjust everything so that you get the same profit margin, which in my case is, again, usually about $1 a book. And yes, I make slightly more on the Simple Sword, but only slightly more. And it is that expensive because of the color rates. Now they may actually drop because it's not premier color, but it may go up too, which is why I'm trying to write a similar volume where I can pull the color out, but not just be simply re-releasing an edition. It's very challenging. And because I am instructing a very physical, very tailored experience, it will require a great deal of finesse in the writing. So I have to knock out some smaller projects and really deep dive that. I have a couple older projects that are floating that require just getting knocked out and out there. People are waiting. So I'm going to knock those out and get them out as soon as possible. Uh, I understand that releasing multiple titles at the same time is not the best business practice, but it may be the only way I can get people to have a shot at the cheaper price. If I can, nose to the grindstone and make it happen, we shall see. So there is that. There is one other thing I need to discuss. And I think, because I'd rather end on a chipper note than a solemn note. Every year at about this time, I stop everything I'm doing and I ask folks something, and I don't ask a lot of folks. For a lot of people, this is a surprisingly hard time of year. I suspect it has to do with having been burnt out by seasonal affective disorders and things like that. But I want to talk to some folks, and there's a large number of it in the creative community, and those are the folks who are depressed or are who have been affected by or experienced suicide or survived a suicide attempt. This is a serious topic, and it affects us all. We lose 22 veterans a day due to suicide. We lose a staggering number of men to suicide, the far majority. And a lot of people they're afraid to reach out. They're afraid to talk to someone. So today I'm going to ask you guys to please look out for the people in your circles. I want you guys to watch out, not just for the people who are showing the obvious signs, but look for the Robin Williams amongst us. The people who are out there keeping everybody joy, because the only way to get in a place where you want everybody to be happy is to have been in a very dark place, from my experience and from my observations. And you have to keep an eye on those and reach out to them. Okay. Now, to the folks who maybe are in that boat or are carrying burdens that they can't talk about publicly, but they may be watching this, please, guys, you can't save someone from drowning when you're drowning yourself. And I know it hurts, and I know it sucks. People who are in there have heard all the spiels, the sad, well, how much it will hurt others, and etc. And there's always an accusation of it, and that's not helpful the vast majority of the time. So I'll say, one, it does, it does get better. And two, most people have gotten to the place where they don't think they have anything left because they have given all they have. And please remember, folks, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to rest. You have to recover. You have to. And the hardest thing for a lot of people is to set boundaries. Because when you set boundaries, you will lose people. People will lash out and they will punish you even people you care about, for setting boundaries. I won't lie to you on something like this. Won't lie to you ever on something like this. Uh, but it's necessary. A garden needs a fence, folks. You can give away as much fruit as you want, but you have to have a fence up to keep the plants growing. Because there are folks who will come and they'll take everything. And they won't. And maybe they can't control themselves. So you have to find a line where you're willing to hold it. Okay? So, please be kind to yourself. That's why I say be kind to yourself and others at the end of a whole lot of my programs. And I love you at the end of a whole bunch. Because the world needs that. And the world needs the kind people. And, sometimes you're hurting and you feel guilty. There's always a chance to make it better. There's always a chance for redemption. I'm not going to get preachy because that's not my job. There are other people better at that than me. But I'll listen. There was a time in my life where a lot of people would reach out to me who were in that dark place. And I will tell you, no matter how many you save, the ones you can't are the ones you remember. It's just the nature of the gig. And I had to stop and step back and direct people to professionals, because some people were abusing it and some people just needed more than I could give. And the best way I find to approach it isn't, I can't be Batman, and I don't think anyone can. But I've always believed that, as to run a parallel, if Bruce would just take all his energy that he puts into Batmaning and all the skills and stuff into helping others be able to not need him, if he could ever put the ego aside of having to be the caped crusader, and build everybody up slowly from the bottom, you wouldn't need the extremes. Because I'm just not that talented. I have neither the wealth nor the energy. And as recent years have certainly indicated, I ran to the extremes of several variants of my physical capabilities. And when you get there, at some point, you will be weighed, measured, and found lacking. And so I ask everyone here and anyone who watches this and anybody we share and like and share this one, because this one's a little more important than usual, guys. Reach out with kindness to everyone around you. Just I know it sucks. Sometimes you don't want to. I know we're busy and we have lives, and sometimes it's easy, but please reach out to the people who you love and let them know. Because there are a great many people out there who operate under a horrible misunderstanding that they aren't loved. And you never know when a kind word can be all that holds somebody together. And so while we're out there creating, because we're all creatives here, please remember what good you can do, because you may be surprised. There are people in my list, I have no doubt, who have saved lives without knowing it. Some of us have saved lives while knowing it. But what you never want to be is the person who adds that last straw. You never want to find out later that one angry word, once hurled like a stone, was enough to bring down somebody's whole castle. So be kind out there. Be merciful. Forgive folks if you can. Forgive yourself if possible. If you have trouble with either options, get some help. There are professionals out there who can help you. But be there for the folks who can't. The greatest sermon I ever heard for this sort of thing comes from the song Brother Loves Traveling Salvation Show. And it says, and I am going to be slightly preachy on this part, but it's my show and I can, and I only do this once a year or so. It says, the good Lord, when you see your brother or sister in need, you reach down to them with your hand, because that's what it's there for. And when you're in need, you reach up to the Lord with your other hand, because that's what he's there for. Now, friends, it's not my job to preach, like I've said. But you know what's really neat? I have found something in my 40 some odd years that when you sincerely reach your hand up and you have faith and you pray for help from, again, not my job who you're talking to, but you reach up, you'll be amazed. You hold it long enough, another hand will reach down and take it. I've seen it happen. So please don't stop reaching, either up or down, guys. Now I'm going to run an ad because that's part of my job. And we're going to get back onto a much more normal Nevermind the Furthermore, because that's what you're here for. But folks, today, especially tomorrow, which I will not be broadcasting because hopefully I'll be running a practice. And if I'm broadcasting, I'll be in swarm mode. But reach out, either up or down. Find good folks and do a kindness to them. I need a chipper one, I think, to reset. So I think I am going to run this one, and then we'll get right back into it. Okay, guys?
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Absolutely. Kat Rothermel's out there doing her best to put creative art and motivate both children and adults alike, and I'm honored to be able to promote what she's doing. I apologize for a little bit of detraction from the normal format of the show. But because folks aren't here to listen to me, they're here to listen to the most educated and entertaining chat in the business. So I'm going to, since I am way behind, I'm going to drop right into it. I may have to fast forward through some greetings to catch up to the meat and potatoes of the lovely buffet that is the Nevermind the Furthermore chat. But let's get right up into it. And we have a lot of comments, so let me deal with the comment dumpings. And we'll hit right into it. Woo! Oh, wow. Okay. When you get comment dumped during a comment dump, that's great. First through the door is Carl Witzman. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carl. Hope you're having a good day. Carl's accountability. No writing, but took Donna to meet her sisters, recycled some tech stuff at Staples, cleaned up around the house, got all my steps in, forced poor Donna to get her steps in too. I am so mean. Yes, you are, but let's be honest. Donna loves the fact that you've got a little bit of a dominant streak to you. Here you are. Yes, my accountability, the microlight is plugging along quickly. I've been caught up in prep for practice, and I got my ears lowered. So, while we're cruising, let's keep on cruising. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kelly. That's Kelly Carlisle, an amazing author. If you haven't read, well, you probably haven't because I forget I'm in this select group. Woo, it's so awesome. Let me bring that up real quick. The Rembrandt Stratagem from the Paranormal Case Files of Bishop Kincaid. You really should. It is great fun. I love pulpy stuff. In fact, I have a great joy and love for such that I've been listening to the Adventures of Richard Diamond. The case. Richard Diamond is on the case, and I made it to almost the last one last night before we finally passed out. But I shared that link on my Facebook for people who are connected to me there. Great fun, grand radio program. And if you catch them while they're premiering it, which is 10 o'clock on Thursday nights, you don't get any commercials after it starts. So there'll be a big commercial drivel before it starts, but no commercials through, which is really nice. And Kelly's... and we're doing quite well. Greeting everyone, and we're bragging about you. Everyone, should brag. Another morning, another day, another debt. Well, the Lannisters always pay our debts. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Rich. Donna walked a ton yesterday. Well, more than she usually does. She was a tired pup. I am very impressed with that. I did not. The last couple days have been challenging for me physically. Morning, Rich. Hey, Kelly. Besides Lulu, Kelly Carlisle asks, might you guys know a legitimate publishing platform besides Amazon? Their price hike isn't going to help me with online sales. Their price hike shouldn't be affecting online sales. Well, no. I mean, I'm sorry. It will have online sales, but not digital. I know there's direct to digital. Depending on your content, you might be able to get it through Drive-Thru RPG. There are a couple others. Let me see if you have it. Kelly, if you've got the money to invest in many copies, sometimes local print shops can give you a good deal, but you have to get over 100 copies to get a deal, plus no shipping cost. And that's another good option. Sadly, paper costs have gone way up. This is true for all of us. Good morning. Hey, hello, Dawn. And, since you're here, you see, Dawn won't do stuff that I can advertise properly, but she does have a lovely Facebook group where she tells short stories from the perspectives of her cats. I'm Georgette and Buddy. I don't know why. I just started to chuckle and I couldn't get the names out. But good morning, Dawn. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. And there she is. Hey, Dawn. Just watched 3 of you on Last Man Standing this morning. I miss late night adventures. Yes, I was tired, and yet I'm still up till 1 a.m. our time. A night might be required before the green room tonight. I recommend that for everyone. I will not likely be in the green room tonight, which I'm sure will make some people happy. That's fine. But you guys have a blast. Hey, Carl and Donna. Hey, Dawn. Carl says, I printed out some info that Joe B sent about Indie Creator Directory that we can pass out at Michaela's event in June. Wonderful. 1 page for each author that is slated to attend. I'll do the same at LibraryCon for Amanda. Wonderful. I will, as soon as we get some news on LibraryCon, I will launch it. Amanda has been rather bogged down in that not only summer reading looming, which is a major event, they had the untimely passing of the accountant for the library, who's a fine gentleman named Frank, and he is missed, not just for his services, although right now dealing with the adjustment to having your accountant pass for a municipal service like the Benton County Public Library does mean she's been rather busy, so she's been able to set up work towards LibraryCon. As soon as things are stabilized, I will start bothering her about that, though. That's interesting. That's something I do have to check into. I just don't know if I'll use Amazon again anyway. I wasn't happy with how they do things. Lulu is on my mind, though. I went through Amazon because of the large marketplace and the free ISBNs. That, excuse me, was the primary reasons I went through Amazon. But there is a lot of wisdom in not having all your eggs in one basket. I've heard that about Amazon. I've never had a problem with Lulu that wasn't my own fault. Hey, Kelly. Whoops. Sometime soon, Michaela is supposed to do a Tidbits and Scribbles show where we demo how to set up manuscripts and upload them to both services. Very nice. Cool. Amazon just does things really strange. I mean, a person has to spend money just to be able to post a review, with just one of many problems I have with Amazon. Not just spend money, but a minimum amount. Yeah, that too. Oh, 1 year gotcha day for my babies. So I was totally justified in sharing that picture. We'll bring them back up then. Happy birthday, guys. I hope they get like fish sausage or something delightful. Whoop. Comment dump again. So things have been kind of spicy today. Woo. It's not even letting me. There we go. Between Facebook and Amazon, I just want to pull my hair out. It feels that way, especially lately. The system, one thing you have to understand, Kelly, and anybody out doing this, I believe in being honest to you, the system is geared against the independent creator. There are many multi-billion-dollar industries working to try to keep us from making any money. We ran into that. I hadn't spent enough time on Amazon within a certain time frame, so they don't let it be cumulative anyway. Even I'm sorry to hear that. That unfortunately or unfortunately is not a problem we have, because we do a lot of our purchases through Amazon because of our general location and the cost of gas. Happy Gotcha Day, Shorshett and Buddy. Happy Gotcha Day. Kelly, are you on indiecd.org yet? And I see there's a typo there. Only $10 for lifetime membership. And that's going up in June as well to $20. So you need to get that soon. Now is a time to invest, folks. Yes, cool. Grant's saying hello, kids, and everyone's happy to see Grant. I think most people who back Beowulf should get it next week. I love hearing about fulfillment. Fulfillment makes me very happy for a lot of reasons. So I'm glad you're doing it, and I'm glad you're doing it right, Grant. Hey, Carl. There you go, Kelly. Another reason to go with Lulu. Hi, Grant. Hey, yay, Grant. I need to get back into the social portion of indcd.2, social.indcd.org. Yes, I have to. I am a member of that. Thanks to Joe Bachman's incredible assistance. It's just on my to-do list of the impossible things that I need to do, so to speak. Great point, Donna. Yeah, Nick, if you need to show in the show, go for it. Everyone needs rest time. I think I'll be able to make it for the rest. And it may actually even go long. That happens sometimes. Just got a lot on my plate today. Hey, Kelly. I've been looking into Ingram Spark and D2 Digital. Anyone have thoughts on these? I am worn out. I got up at 5:40 to get work done. I'm impressed, Grant. If you got to take a nap, we understand. We haven't, Kelly, but Michaela has. So reach out to her on FB and ask Brian. He's not here right now, but Brian is a source of infinite wisdom on such things. Hey, Grant. Get some rest, Grant. I'm finally getting to book back to normal myself after wearing myself out next week. Nick, it's hard to provide teaching when you are starving. Don't hurt yourself trying to help others. Okay, my wife just sneezed, but she made a funny proto-sneeze sound before it. So, yeah. I have in the past had the habit of, to borrow another phrase from lighting myself on fire to keep others warm. It is something I work on. But yeah, I'm just trying to get everybody a shot at my books before I have to raise the prices because I hate doing it. Thanks, Carl. I'll reach out to her this weekend. Hey, Don, didn't see you back there. Let's see. Johnny says, "Call me heartless. No one is entitled to your stuff, or for you to adjust to their budget. You can't help anyone if you can't help yourself first." Yeah, right, Johnny. Seems that the master has starved himself. I guess we'll learn nothing now. Wow. Yeah. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning. And it's great to hear you, Johnny. And folks, if you're not following Johnny on Twitter, yes, Twitter is still going. I think I'm starting to wonder if old Elon, when he couldn't use it to bypass the FCC's restrictions on his ability to manipulate the market, isn't just trying to burn the thing down. But you might as well socialize with the good folks who are still there. And Johnny is one of them, especially if you like spicy, high-quality art. Not for minors. I'm looking at you, Alec. Don't go looking up Johnny. Because I know, as a good person, you've never looked up anything inappropriate online. So don't. I was listening to In Mode again. It seems like the way of life sometimes. Not alone. I do that too, Dawn. I have Nick playing in the background while I get work done. I'm glad. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Donna. What's that strange sound? Oh, Charcoal was talking to a bird outside the window, really chattering. Oh, that's cool. I love when cats do that. Or they get really suddenly active and you realize they are apex predators in little tiny bodies. Morning, all morning, the Eric Hawkins. And we've got greetings. Hey, Eric. The Eric Hawkins. Good point, Carl. I don't know why I accidentally referred to him by the wrong name. It's the Eric, not Eric. Yes, exactly. That dominant streak better be little. Oh, because Carl has no service dom energy whatsoever. Hey, Carl. Hello, Eldonna. Accountability. Been working my butt off to get Beowulf 5 dispersed. That's great to hear. At least I'm not a make me a sandwich type of guy. No, you're the have you had water? You need to drink something kind of guy. Accountability, breathing, LOL. Doing a few things before dinner. Also trying to figure out asinine diet BS. Oh, those kind of days. You have my deepest sympathies, Dawn. These are work. These are hard days. You know, Grant, we probably won't pass away if Beowulf is a few days later. Happy Friday! Happy Friday, Cindy. You know what? I haven't seen Cindy in the chat for a while, so I'm gonna run her ad because my time schedule is about 15 minutes off, but I'm gonna try and get things fixed. And there you go. Sorry, I would never be engaged in doing business during a commercial. But yeah, folks, support Cindy Koepp at www.CKOEPP.com. The only reason I'm not bringing up her direct link online is I'm having a little trouble with the feed today, and I don't really want to fight it any harder than I have to. Hello, everyone's happy to see Cindy. Huh. I know, but I like getting the comic books out. Yeah, it's a great feeling to get things out when you do your part. Cindy's been working on a Wyvern Cape. Then I want to try to finish another bigger dragon that's holding a book. I've got new patterns. Oh my. Waves. Shadow Fist Kung Fu and Tai Chi will be doing a demo at Celebration on the 27th. So tomorrow I will be practicing for that. Awesome. That is great to hear, Cindy. I'm really proud of your advancement. It takes such courage to do demos. Doing a demo, one, it's one of the best ways to bring people into martial arts, Western or Eastern. And two, it does take a lot to put yourself out there like that. So that's really cool. Then I need to finish the Kenku costume. Just the feet and refeathering head to go. Awesome. My babies. And a few more revision tasks for Animal Eye 5 script. Then it'll be sent to feedback. Hey, Cindy. I know not to run to my mailbox today, Hungrat. I admit I've been anticipating the arrival. Get big stompy robots wielding simple swords in a melee at Amazon.com/Nicholas Anthony Tucker. We're giving spoilers. That's the next BSR book, which I can get to after my ever-growing list of things. Howdy. Nick, can I ask you to play my Kirby promo? Here it is. Well, here is the link. I love how people listen so hard. Because it is actually almost impossible for me to get into my own when I'm running StreamYard, I can't access the links that are shared in the comments, which is why I tell people please put that on a given list, because it becomes much trickier for me to do things like this. But I will try rather desperately to get that to go. And if it crashes my computer, Jesse, you heard the echo. Got it. And let me see, because I am way behind in the comments apparently. So let me try to get where I am. Wow, apparently there are a lot of comments coming up on oh, okay, I see what's going on. I have to go live chat. No, because this is going to be a bit of a challenge, but we are going to try to get it done for Grant. Not Grant. Nope, it's not letting me have access to that. So, guys, go to that after we're done here. Go to that link. It's literally not letting me have access to it because of the way YouTube is going. I have Glenn. You should have access to the secret folder. Please upload the video up into that folder so that I can then upload it into StreamYard. It's the only way I can get things to work, because my system really does not like trying to do that. And I hope okay. I watched my feed destabilize. So I will run that ad one way or another when I have it prepped. It's just being argumentative right now. Argumentativing is what I was trying to say, which is not a word, but it should be. Tune into the Hysterical Fencing Guild Friday nights at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, which is tonight. I will be talking about that. And you can go to the patreon.com to support the Historical Fencing Guild and help me train others. I have some announcements on there I get to do that are a little bit of a bummer, in that one of my favorite products of all time has in fact been discontinued about right before I get the funds to acquire said project, said item, because I was going to acquire about 10 of them. So we will be talking about that. Nick has art. You should see deviantart.com/Nick T. Yes, a few people have reached out. How do I get a hold? They'd like to download the random art that I do on my usual Saturday streams. Due to the nature of Saturday being that I both have practice and it's a rough day for me, I may not have a stream then. I may have to move it to Sunday or elsewise. But rest assured, I will still have Monday and onward next week's videos. It's just going to be a little jumbled for now. Get a Neuroses from Amy Hale over at her page. Get Volcana 2, Volcana Part 1 on Smashwords. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Radio Retro Future. Then go to patreon.com/Brian K. Morris to check out the draft of Volcana Part 2. Yes, Brian K. Morris is a wonderful person, and he has made so much possible for us. So we're thankful. Hi, Bouncer. And like I said, next time, Glenn, I should be set up to run your video. So probably Monday. Sorry for the delay. Then get the Batman sound effects. Sign up for the Rising Tide newsletter at Risingtide.pub. Good morning and happy Friday, folks. Happy Friday, Joe Bachman. I hope you're having a good one. Bearpublication.com for the fun for all fun sci-fi. Yes, hello, Kelly. Hello, Joe. We got greetings. bit.ly/bearpub. Accountability. Still doing the Godot 3 tutorials, keeping up with everything else I've got going. You are amazing. Alec has never looked up anything inappropriate online. He must be the only one. Well, I figure because they are minor, I am going to assume that they have never looked up anything online inappropriate. Yes, Joby and Bonzert. Hello, Bonzert and Kelly. Hey, Joby, Bonzert. Check out the Madness, Pops Van Zant's channel. Hey. Who needs to look up inappropriate? I'm the epitome of inappropriate. Yes, you are, but in the best of ways, Dawn, and we love you for it. Hi, Joe. We got greetings. Still drafting worlds for the RPG while working on Casket Girls. Roll Cruise has his own art posted on artstation.com/rollcruise, and I believe he has a subscribe star. Yes, he does, at where you can commission art. True that, Dawn. Advice for caregivers, that's Victoria Adams. As a matter of fact, I do have a Patreon, new episodes each week and much more. Patreon.com/Radio Retrofuture. I'm out of break. Starting Art 76 for Snazzy Art. There is some new stuff coming up to my personal Patreon. It kind of went a little more dormant than I wanted to due to I couldn't generate content. But as things get better, I am definitely generating content. And some other really neat things are coming. Hi, Cindy. Bye, Cindy. Then go to CKOAPP.com. Check out fun books and stuff. Waves, bug y'all, let it. You never bug us. Morning, all morning, Nick. Morning, Joe D. McPhee. With you showing up, I'll run your ad.
I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. And I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Thank you, Joe. And hey, Jody. Thank you for understanding, Glenn. I will try to get that worked out. I just, like I said, a little bit technical difficulties. Accountability. I'm really trying hard to go extra caliente, spicy tongue with my 9-to-5 job. Okay. Donna's saying hi to Glenn, though. Morning, Donna. Not like I was, of course, because that would be inappropriate and in some cases illegal, at least over here. So you can't. So of course you didn't. Be good, everybody. Have a great day. You too. Accountability. Was able to finish 40 of PSN number 4 due to not being able to sleep between 3 and 6 a.m. We'll be rendering 39 and 40 for the Saturday show. I'm impressed. Before the internet, we just had to look up bad words in the dictionary under the blanket with a flashlight. Nick, after you end the show, don't leave the studio right away. Want to talk to you really quick. Of course, I am at your service, Joe. Whoop. Bye, Kelly. Donna, Carly, Carleen. Nick, if you can't make new thumbnails, just slap the word vintage on some of your favorite ones and use those. No, I've been drawing a long time, and I still have to fight my imposter syndrome, especially with the group of people that I associate with, because so many are such impressive artists. that I doing my Stro. One, the art show was the original purpose for this lovely channel, and my original reason for coming online and putting stuff up. So if you go way back, you'll see me doing like over the shoulder with a cell phone on a rig, dry erase board stuff, and I've got my microlight animations and some stop motion and some really cool stuff. I'm sorry, micro short animations. I was an artist long before I was an author, and I was a published artist long before. Well, no, that gets tight to figure out which came first, the chicken or the egg in that. But yeah, it's good for me. Even if I have to crank it out sometimes a little more quickly than I would. I do ask guys to put a lot of effort, and especially into today's episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hi, Joe from the Desk of Small Press Publisher. Good idea, Dawn, by Kelly. Not to go, sorry. Oh, no, it happens. It happens. We understand. Good morning. Getting the side eye from Charcoal. Have a great day. See you, Charcoal. I meant if you run out of time during the week. Oh, no, see, what happens is usually on Saturday I get to do my show, and it really is, it is a great pleasure because I don't have to turn so much of myself on to broadcast, and I get to very chill and relax and bring some calm to the world. It's just scheduling it. And then because I pre-format all my shows for the week during the weekend so people can find the links. Bye, Carl. Love to Calvi and Char. And I just got notification that Nita Lanning's show has just started. So, guys, I think we're just going to call it. Please be kind to yourself and to each other. Please keep creating, keep writing, keep drawing, because if you do, you can always edit it. You can improve it. And you can always make it better, but you can't edit a blank page. I hope y'all take some time and really enjoy it. Get some light, get some love, hug the people you love, reach out to folks. I'll see y'all next time because I love you. Toodles.